Hello,
我是
I am ZHAO Chuang. Let's draw a 9-banded armadillo. Armadillos are amazing mammals with armored horny plates. Its plates differ from the scales of lizards or fish. Its plates are spliced together one by one, while the scales of lizards or fish are overlapped like roof tiles. The plates on the front and rear half of the body are fixed rigid shields, that is, the plates on shoulders are fused into a whole, and those on hips are also fused together. The middle section is like an accordion and movable. There are many species of armadillos. The most famous are the 9-banded armadillo, which is the one we will draw, and the 3-banded armadillo. 9 or 3 bands refer to the middle movable band-like or belt-like structure. This accordion-like structure allows its body to move flexibly, and will stretch and let it roll into a ball when facing danger. The name of 9-banded armadillo suggests 9 banded plates here, while the 3-banded armadillo only has 3. Another feature of the armadillo is that although its torso looks cylindrical, other parts are slender. Its head is elongated, its ears are slender, and its tail and limbs are very long. We must capture this look when drawing. Now, let's get started. The armadillo's torso is round. Let's draw this part first. When drawing, be careful not to put the left and right sides too close to the paper edge, as we need to leave enough space for the tail and head. Draw an arc first, followed by another arc below. Then, connect them. The middle part of the 9-banded armadillo's torso comprises 9 movable bands. We first divide its torso into 3 equal sections, and segment the middle section into 9 columns, meaning we need to draw 10 longitudinal lines. We first set points on the upper and lower arcs. Then, we connect these points in sequence to get 9 parallel lines. Next, we draw many grids on these parallel lines like this. These lines do not have to be connected from front to back, they just need to extend in one direction. There are many very fine scales on both sides of its body, forming many complex patterns. When drawing these patterns, instead of showing all of them, we only need to follow one principle. If the light comes from the left, then in this area, we can first use dots to show this area. As a round sphere, just like my hand, when light comes from above, part of it will form a shadow. We only need to present the details of the sphere in the shadow. Assuming that the light comes from this side, the shadow edge between light and dark will be formed here, and the lower half will be the dark part. We show these circles in the dark. We can roughly arrange these plates into rows of circles in the vertical direction. First, draw many loose circles. This is a commonly used drawing technique that can quickly show the volume and texture at the same time. Add some small scales between these circles. An armadillo's scales are generally arranged in a pattern in which a circle of small circles surrounds a large circle. We don't need to draw them so detailed. Just add a few like this to make the overall look right. On the shadow edge, the transition between light and dark, we can dab some dots like this to give it a specific transitional effect. In this way, we are almost done with the torso of this armadillo. Next, let's move to draw its head. Its forehead is relatively bulging, and its snout is tilted upward, so we need to draw a slight S shape for this position. Its lower jaw can be shaped like this. It has two very large ears, and the ends of the ears can be drawn slightly pointed. Its neck can be retracted backward like this. We can show this part with shading. Its forelimb is a triangle. Here is the elbow, becoming thinner towards the wrist. Next are its fingers. The middle two are relatively longer and have huge claws. Then, there is the little outer finger. It has a total of 5 fingers. And we can see 4 on this side. Those on the other side are more clear. The middle two are larger. The index finger and little finger are shortened, and the thumb is here. Then, we come to its hind limbs, which are also slender. Only a short part of its calf is visible. Then, coming down will be the sole and the toes. Its hind limbs also have 5 toes. The middle 3 are longer, the midmost the longest, and the ones on both sides are very short. The same is true on the other side. There are many long hairs on the armadillo's abdomen. Let's show these hairs. On its arms, we can draw grids like this to represent the scales here. We can also slightly draw some on its legs. Then, we move to draw its small eyes. Its eyes are located in the upper 1/3 of the entire face, about here. Then, draw its nose, followed by tiny nostrils. On the front half of its head, we can use a dotted line to outline a range, and then draw a grid structure within this range to represent the plates on its face. Let's also show the ear hole, a structure inside its ear. And the leg on the other side can be shaded. Finally, Let's draw its tail, which can be drawn as if it is dragging on the ground. Its tail is very thin, and we can draw a segmented circular structure. On this side of its tail, we can give it a slight shadow, which can both show the rough texture, as well as a certain sense of volume. Add some more wrinkles on the side of its head. Good. Like this. We've finished drawing this 9-banded armadillo.